Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to GGRC's 5th season of Motorsport. I'm your host, Arakan, and I'm joined by my co-commentator, Devil.
Hello!
You join us at the Interlagos circuit at 7:45 PM for what promises to be a hectic opening race.
We have a packed grid with 14 cars, which can only result in one thing. A close race with some interesting to say the least moments.
So, let's meet the teams and drivers. We start with MRD Olivetti Brabham, sporting the light and dark blue look, driven by Patrick NUFC and Leo K0508.
So we start with the winner of the very first season, Pat. While he's been overshadowed by Willie in subsequent seasons, the absence of Willie may make him a contender for the top spot in the Drivers' Championship. What do you think, Arakan?
I would be inclined to agree if the rest of the field hadn't caught up by that point. That being said, Patrick has stuck within the top 5 in the last few seasons, so he remains very competitive. Leo, on the other hand, has been towards the rear of the pack.
Well, he's been consistent since his debut last season. He's just not come consistently high in the standings, but the two drivers together could make an interesting dynamic nonetheless.
Indeed. Next, the red and grey Scuderia Frontier, driven by Kepler GT and Enderwolf 25, with Blue Phoenix 777 as a reserve.
A pair of feisty Italians hunting for a win. These two are bound to be fast together. Last season, Enderwolf won the team championship with PP Soft Macaroni Racing, and Kepler was in contention for the Drivers' Championship. Watch out for this tenacious duo. Hopefully Italian car reliability doesn't catch up to them. Third,
the Kenwood McLaren Racing Team, sporting purple and white colours, driven by Iceman 77 and Pim 24702, with GT Grandad as a reserve.
Here we have possibly the two most competitive drivers. Iceman is a champion from previous seasons, and Pim has been very fast in a few events we've seen him in. Pim has set the fastest lap in practice so far, so I'm expecting to see good things from him. Let's hope he can show his hot lapping potential in quali.
Next, we have our first returning team, the Good Smile Racing Team, with returning driver Zombie Boy 03 alongside newcomer Jacobs Coleman. Aritz Gaming 27 takes the reserve spot.
While the team has appeared in multiple sessions, their true potential is unknown. Zombie Boy has had multiple problems in previous seasons, such as being banned, and Jacobs Coleman is a driver who we haven't seen anything of since Season 1, potentially a dark horse in the field. The reserve Aritz, on the other hand, made a huge debut last season, taking a podium in his opening race and a challenge for the top 5 in all subsequent races.
I don't quite know what to make of this team.
How about we say they're a little bit weeby and move on?
Good idea. Next, the second returning team, the white and blue Thick Brit Motorsport, driven by the returning Matt Wing and the new driver Cameron 75. I actually raced for this team last season. Devil?
Yes, the Thick Brits did rather well, finishing third behind PP Soft Macaroni Racing and F1 Motorsport, with multiple podium positions but no race wins. Matt Wing, the number 1 driver, has challenged for wins in previous seasons in Group 1, clearly displaying a race car preference, whilst Cameron 75 performed well in the pre-season race, finishing 5th. Keep an eye out for this team. They have the potential to do consistently well, and consistency is key to winning in any team sport.
Following Thick Brits comes the blue and yellow Team PlayStation, driven by RAF PG7 and Archery Cow. This
is a very stylish livery indeed. RAF PG7 got his first ever GGRC win last season at Brands Hatch. Let's fucking go! My ears are still ringing from that. He also finished 4th overall in the Drivers' Championship. This, alongside his best pre-season lap time of 1:19.1, makes him the one to watch this race. Cal, on the other hand, has fought repeatedly with Cameron 75 over the last few seasons, particularly Season 3. Cameron's pace has been consistently improving as he gets more experience. Will the upwards correlation continue? Either way, we have a potentially very competitive team here.
And finally, last but least, the Old Timers Racing Club, driven by Noah 11057 and newcomer XMB Ferrara, with GPZA 1965 as a reserve. They sport the chameleon green and violet colours. What do you make of this team, Dev?
Nearly a complete wild card. They could do fantastically well. Or not. Only time will tell with this team. Between them, they have over 2 decades of racing experience, so we could have some real professionals on our hands. They'll swim away like my dreams, or sink like a particular ship in 1912.
Oops.